The later rounds of your fantasy football drafts are not unimportant. They are not throwaway picks. It's a difference between getting that next Bucky Irving or getting a guy like Cam Akers who's going to ruin the vibes of your locker room. He stinks. He's butt cheeks. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the best late round draft picks that you can be getting. I think could help us win leagues. We'll see. The last dude on this list is someone that I'm honestly trying to pick him up in every league that I can. If he's available anywhere, I'm drafting him at the end of my drafts. So we're going to start this video with a little bit of research, man. Bear with me. Ryan Heath from Fantasy Points Data wrote an article called The Anatomy of a League Winner. He looked back at the last 7 years of data to look to see where league winners are being drafted so that we know where we should be drafting them. And he saw that from rounds 8 and on, you can't really find many league-winning wide receivers. In round 11, 4% of all league-winning wide receivers are there. But other than that, man, 0% of league winners are found in those rounds. They're all found in the first 7 rounds. And we see that for running backs, it's a lot different, man. From rounds 10 to 14, a combined 27% of all league-winning running backs in the last 7 years are found in those later rounds, man. So that tells us, dude, that tells us that these picks are like lottery tickets. We want to be gunning. We want to be shotgunning running backs. We want to be taking swings on these handcuff running backs that we know as the season goes on, our starters are going to be getting injured and these guys are going to be stepping in. And that's why a lot of my draft strategy videos, if you guys have been following me over the summer, I've been really touting this late running back draft heavy strategy. I'm taking my wide receivers early. I'm trying to get a quarterback early as well. And then I'm taking swings on running back, man. So let's try to figure out what those lottery tickets are going to be, man. Think of these running backs like lottery tickets. If the guy ahead of them gets injured or they're inefficient or they're bad, these guys can step into a legit bona fide role. And I'm going to be showing you guys the NFC ADP, which is like really high stakes, $3,000 leagues. These are the sharps, man. These are the guys that put a lot of money into these leagues. These are like the fantasy football experts, right? So I'm going to show you their ADP and then I'm going to show you our platforms. All of this data comes from the last like 2 to 3 days of data. So it's the most up to date. I've updated these charts today in the morning. Trey Benson is at the top of this list. Connor is 30 years old. He's a very physical running back. He's dealt with injuries a lot in his career. Last season, believe it or not, was the first season that he played 14 plus games. So it was kind of a freak season for Connor where he stayed healthy. This team wants to make sure that Connor remains healthy the whole season. They want to see what Trey Benson can do. He's not that spectacular, but he seems to be being drafted by NFC ADP above most of these guys that I'm going to be talking about. He's in the 120s. That's the 10th, 11th round man for a handcuff. It's for good reason. This is not going to be like a super top end offense. So it's a little confusing why he's being drafted ahead of them, but that's what experts feel, man. So you want to be making sure that you pick him up if he's a free agent or if he's available. Make sure you draft him. And the next player is Blake Corum, the RB2 for the Rams, sitting behind our boy Kyren Williams, who's one of the more inefficient running backs. Look, I'm not going to say that Kyren Williams is going to get benched at any point. The fact that he's still a starter, even though he's been so inefficient, no explosive plays, he must have some dirt on McVay, man. I've said this in a previous video. He must be in the Epstein files. There's no other fucking explanation for this. But nevertheless, Blake Corum is being drafted at 180 in NFC ADP. On ESPN, no data. 210 on Sleeper, so he's, multiple 20th plus round. 240 on NFL. NFL is just out of control, bro. Every time it's like hundreds of picks later. I don't understand the ADP there, but Blake Corum is somebody that we need to be going after. The next one is Will Shipley, backup running back for Saquon Barkley. This is a very simple one, man. Saquon Barkley's coming off of 450 touches last season. He's 29 years old. There's a lot of mileage on that engine, man. He's on one of the top offenses. Will Shipley seems to be the clear number 2. There's no fucking Kenny Gainwell anymore. It's going to be Shipley coming in as a 3-down back if Saquon were to go down. That makes him a very, very high-end running back, a very valuable lottery ticket. If you have Saquon, you have to be drafting Will Shipley. If you don't have Saquon, I still recommend taking Will Shipley, in my opinion. And now we come to one of the fastest, quickest, most dynamic, explosive running backs in the NFL. It is Kareem Hunt. He's on a good offense, but he is absolute butt cheeks, dude. We need to watch this video of Kareem Hunt. You just need to see the speed, man. The absolute speed of Kareem Hunt. Just check this out. This is him here with the ball. Look at the speed of Kareem Hunt, dude. Kareem Hunt is about to break this tackle. He's still, okay, so Kareem Hunt, the most explosive, dynamic, fast running back in the NFL gets caught from behind. That is a joke. That is Vince Wilfork, dude, the absolute GOAT. Kareem Hunt is butt cheeks, dude. He is bad. He's slow. If you need 3 yards, he'll get you 3 yards. If you need 5 yards, he'll get you 3 yards, dude. That is Kareem Hunt's MO. He sucks, but he is the RB2. If Pacheco were to go down, which, he went down last season, Kareem Hunt will be the early down guy. He's not going to be the receiving back, but he's going to be the bruiser, the between the tackles guy, just like he was last season, which means he will also probably be the goal line guy. Now, there's also a chance that Kareem Hunt is actually the goal line guy this season. It's something Pacheco struggled with last year. Coming back from injury, I understand. Pacheco could be back to his normal self and could get the goal line again. But Kareem Hunt was getting it. And even when Pacheco came back last season, Kareem Hunt continued to get the goal line. So although he's only a handcuff in my mind, there is a small chance that he's like a goal line back. And then he kind of becomes like a flex play, right? Like if you're in a pinch, you don't have any running backs. If you're like my dumbass who drafted Quinshon Judkins, I don't know when he's going to be back, but we did get good news today that Quinshon should be back this week in practice. I'm fucking praying for it. But anyway, and then we have Ollie Gordon, RB2 for the Miami Dolphins, sitting behind Achan, who currently has a calf strain. He is going to practice this week, so it's good news for Achan. But if Achan were to miss week 1, if this team wants to rest Achan to make sure he's fully healthy, Ollie Gordon is a week 1 starter. He's a must-start player. Jalen Wright, who used to be the RB2, he's injured again, and he's probably bad. Like, every time I've seen him on the field, man, he just doesn't know what hole to hit, pause, and he's just bad. I know he's fast, and I know we thought he was going to be the next Raheem Mostert, but it's Ollie Gordon. He's RB2 now. He has, crazy upside if Achan were to go down. Ollie Gordon would step into like a full-time role. There's no one else on this team. And Ollie Gordon would be, dude, dare I say, man, I hate using the term all the time, but that's league-winning potential, man, on a team like the Miami Dolphins. They're going to find a way to get this young rookie who has a lot of juice the ball, and he's going to be great. And then we have one of my favorite players in the NFL. It is Keaton Mitchell, dude. Listen, Derrick Henry is 30,000 years old. He's coming off of so many touches every single season, and the injury risk is there, man. I love Derrick Henry. He's the king. But Keaton Mitchell's one of my favorite lay-around targets, bro, because, there's a chance that Derrick Henry gets injured. It's a little bit of an elevated chance compared to your younger running backs. And because of that, I don't think it's going to be Justice Hill. I think Keaton Mitchell's somebody that this Ravens team has loved. They kept him around, even though he's been injured constantly. They kept this man around because he's got juice, dude. We're going to watch this quick clip of Keaton Mitchell, one of my favorite players, man, one of the most explosive players. This is from 2 seasons ago when he actually was playing during the season, the one time he wasn't injured in his entire career. And you guys just need to see the speed, man. So he gets an outside handoff, hits the edge, and absolutely leaves everybody in his dust, dude. He crop dusts the entire Cleveland Browns. The speed that he has, dude, I don't know if you guys can tell, dude, just how much faster he was than everybody else on the field. We just need him to stay healthy, man. And if Keaton Mitchell can stay healthy, he's going to take this job from Justice Hill. I think he's going to take the RB2 job regardless. Justice Hill will still be around. He'll still get some third downs, but I think Keaton Mitchell is going to be their guy. They went to him 2 seasons ago when everyone else was injured. I fucking love him, man. Try to get him at the end of your drafts. He's going in the 200s on NFC ADP, but he's going in the 250 plus on every other platform. Taj Brooks is the next one. This one is super simple. He's not that special of a player, but he's on a good offense. He's got some juice. He's a rookie. He seemed to be the second guy in preseason. On the depth chart, he is the second guy. If we're super in love with Chase Brown, we're taking him in like the beginning of the second round sometimes, then we have to be kind of big on whoever the handcuff is, right? Because Chase Brown in a vacuum as a running back is really not that great of a running back. He is just in such a good situation, right? This Bengals offense is an offense that everyone wants pieces of. So because of that, I don't understand why Taj Brooks is not being drafted higher. I mean, he's going 224 on NFC ADP, 250 on Sleeper, and 477 on NFL. I mean, 477, dude. Is that like a 40-round draft? But anyway, you guys need to go out there and get Taj Brooks, man. And the next one, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it is Woody Marks, dude. Jo'quavious Marks. Okay, so the reports are that Nick Chubb, who is the current starter, is kind of looking like your uncle at a family barbecue. He still thinks he's got something left in the tank, tears his ACL. That's Nick Chubb at the moment. That's what the reporters are saying, that he just does not look good. He does not look spry or quick. He just looks washed. So because of that, man, Dameon Pierce is the number 2 guy. But he kind of stinks. He's not really that great. I know he's the number 2, which makes him also kind of a decent handcuff, but I want to give the case for Woody Marks, man. Dare Ogunbowale, dude. He's been on the Texans for 43 years. He's the number 3 guy. What the hell? So why is Woody Marks on this list? He's the 4th guy on this depth chart. Down in the dungeons, dude. Shackled up in the dungeons is Woody Marks. So let me explain why Woody Marks is the guy, in my opinion. So the Texans, based on all these different industry offensive line rankings, are ranked 32nd, man, on consensus. They are projected to be one of the worst O-lines in the NFL. Woody Marks, not the best prospect. He comes from USC, but he was a 3-down back with a focus on being a receiving back. He's not that explosive. He's not a big play guy, but he is really a really good pass-catching running back, and he can be a 3-down guy. Now, here's what I think is going to happen, man. Beginning of the season, Nick Chubb's going to get a lot of work. He's going to be the starter, but then this team's going to go to Dameon Pierce. They're going to be bad. They're not going to be able to run the ball. They're going to go to the next guy, Dare Ogunbowale, dude, who is, a senior citizen at this point. He has his AARP card. They're going to know that he's kind of nothing. He's nothing either, right? He's kind of just like a 3rd-down back. Woody Marks is going to emerge at some point in this season as the core guy. Joe Mixon is fucking in Tibet right now, like consulting with monks about how to fix his ankle. So I think he's going to be cooked. I think Joe Mixon is going to get season-ending injury. That's the reports that I've been seeing on Twitter. And Woody Marks is going to emerge, man, at some point in this season. It might be middle of the season, it might be after the bye week. I don't know when, but Woody Marks is going to emerge as the core guy, dude. So if you guys see Woody Marks on your waiver wire, or you're in a draft, you have an upcoming draft, and you see him at the end of your draft, dude, Go out there and get him, man. Based on NFC ADP, let's have a look real quick. 212 on NFC ADP and 224 on Sleeper, 398 on NFL. And I just want to say, man, for a dude who's 4th on the depth chart, the fact that he's going before Ollie Gordon, he's going before Keaton Mitchell, he's going before Taj Brooks. I think the experts are onto something, bro. They know that Woody Marks is like the secret weapon, the secret draft pick that I think has a lot of upside. But that is the list, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Those are the running backs I think could be league winners. At the end of your drafts, you guys want to be taking shots on running backs, man. These wide receivers that you can take late in drafts, they just don't help us enough. They could get you like, 9, 10 fantasy points a game at their best, but that's not going to win you a league, man. You need upside, and running backs provide that. We find most of our league-winning running backs in these later rounds. As I mentioned, 27% of all league-winning running backs are found in these later rounds. So make sure you guys take a shot. Make sure you guys are grabbing these handcuff running backs with a lot of upside. That does it for the video, man. My draft guide is fully for free. You just have to join the Discord and you get access to it, man. So make sure you guys go in the Discord, dude. We're talking trades. We're talking ball, dude. It's a nice little growing community. It's still pretty small, but it's growing. So I hope to see you guys in there. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another video.